The Republic of South Sudan is the world's youngest country. After its independence in 2011, it seemed that the region would finally embrace peace and prosperity. But 3 years later, though, it's in the middle of a civil war. Monsignor Charles Daniel Balvo, Apostolic Nuncio to South Sudan, explains this conflict is now becoming an ethnic one.
The country became independent in July, I don't know the exact date, July 2011. No longer having a common enemy, they started fighting with each other in a certain sense. So it's very unfortunate, but to my and to in the opinion of many others who look at the situation, it is predominantly a struggle for political power, which has now has also tribal overtones.
There are two sides that divide the African country, that of President Salva Kiir with Dinka background and the one of former Vice President Riek Machar, who belongs to the Nuer ethnic group.
It's not enough just to reconcile the two men. You have to reconcile all of society. And it's a society that has known very little peace since 1955 when Sudan became independent. So there has to be a whole work of overcoming tensions, not just on the level of the big chiefs, but also on the level of the people.
The ongoing conflict left thousands of victims, and the UN's Agency for Refugees estimates that 230,000 people were forced to leave their homes. Monsignor Balvo believes the situation will worsen dramatically if the population can't go back home and take care of the land.
Part of the urgency in fighting and stopping the fighting in South Sudan is that now is the rainy season. It's the time for the people, the farmers, to sow, plant their crops. And if they don't do that, then in 6 months, not only will you have violence, but you will have starvation.
The Catholic Church works in the region to give material and spiritual support to the population, and it also promotes peace along with the Anglican and Presbyterian churches. Pope Francis has repeatedly asked for peace in the region. He used different outlets in his callings, from his tweet published back in February to a message sent to the Diocese of Juba, the largest city of South Sudan. He then wrote that the desire for peace should be stronger than the desire for power.